Smashing on a plane is never ideal to me. I don't think I'll ever want to do it personally. Maybe when I was younger, I would have, seen the appeal in it, but now it's like, hell no.
Maybe if we're at the point where we got a PJ, then it's like, all right, sure, you can do whatever you want, but you got plenty of space then. You probably got a full pull-out bed on the couch or something versus like standing up. You've got 3 inches of movement, like, which is enough to get the job done, but not the best experience.
We like to travel. We love traveling. We go on a lot of flights. This one man, he was going on a trip with his girlfriend, and the mom, she's wondering if she was the asshole in this situation, because the man wanted to sit in first class with his girlfriend and have her teenage son sit and coach.
33 years old, and she wanted to get some opinions because basically they've been dating for 5 years, and she has a son. He's 13 years old, and her boyfriend was like, listen, homeboy, he can go sit and coach, and you can come up here in first class with me. He's 40 years old. He makes a significant amount more money than her, and typically they split the vacation costs. But she says that the problem is he does not want to let my child on the same class on the plane as us. He thinks that my child should be grateful to be getting an international trip and just enjoy the movies and whatever other amenities there are on the flight.
Yeah, man. She was upset with this. We talked about the one husband who said he was going to sit in first class by himself. At least he wants to be with her in first class, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is the step up from the last guy we talked about.
I wouldn't say it's a step up, honestly, because they got to split the cost. That guy was probably paying for everything, the other guy. That's what I assumed. He's like, I pay for everything. I'll be in first class by myself, because that woman would have said they split it if that was a part of the story.
You know what? You're right. That's a good point. That is a good point. Plus, they were married as well.
Yes. Yeah, and she said, she'd probably prefer to downgrade her flight if her boyfriend is unwilling to split that cost. He thinks she's being weird for wanting to make that concession. It's not a big deal for a child to fly alone. He has a view where children might not appreciate the value of business class, and that his parents went on business class while he flew economy on his own. So he's
lived this, yeah.
He's speaking from experience, and honestly, like, she's wondering, is she being an asshole for being a helicopter parent? The boy is 13 years old. Does he really need his mom? I mean, it is a 9-hour flight, but what do you make of this?
Honestly, I can understand it from both sides, especially if this isn't something that she's used to, even though he is. Because at the end of the day, this is her son. This guy hasn't said like, oh, I adopted the kid or anything like that. So I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, let the kid sit by himself. See what the kid wants. He's 13 years old. He's a young teenager. Like, maybe he's fine with being by himself, and coach, you can go check on him every couple hours or something like that. He's going to sit back there, go to sleep, and watch movies. That's it. Like, you're not going to lose him on an airplane.
Yeah, like, honestly, it's ridiculous. You're a teenager. Like, grow up. You can't. When I was a 13-year-old, I would have preferred to be by myself. I don't need to be stuck up under my parents. Like, honestly, like, when we used to go on cruises and stuff, I was independent. I was off on my own. I don't need a chaperone. Like, I love my independence. And I feel like people do coddle their kids too much. Like, let him be on his own. He'll learn to fly on his own. She didn't mention any, like, medical issue or specific reason to be with him outside of just, oh, he's a kid. He's 13 years old, So she's obviously, going to lead him to more problems, keeping him on her tit forever.
And I feel him, though. I'm not paying for a kid to sit in business class. It's not going to happen.
You got no business, bro. You make no money. How you be in business class and you don't make money? Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
No, it won't happen. It won't happen. And people were going way too far into this. Redditors talking about, oh, I don't think I could deal with someone who actively disliked my children. That's never what she said.
He acted like he didn't want to include him on the trip. He's splitting the costs to bring him on the trip. Like,
exactly.
If he didn't like the kid, he'd be like, leave your kid at home. And honestly, if I'm going away as a couple, I would want to leave the kid at home anyway. So whatever. I don't know. Troy, what did you think of this one?
So first, your mom has a lot to say about this. She's in the comments. She has a lot of opinions. I mean, I see both sides. Again, you don't want to spend extra money for the kid to sit up in business class. Like, I think you should just ask him, see what he wants to do, and then take it from there. If he wants to sit up there, that's another conversation. But, see what he wants first before you ask Reddit and see what you should do, and if you're the asshole or not. That's what I would do.
Yeah, let's see. She said she has a lot to say. I'm gonna call her and see if she's ready.
Yeah,
and
my
willing to talk.
mom said that they should fly together.
Hello.
Hello.
You said you have a lot to say, Mom. Welcome to the show. You're live on No Chill Live. We're just wondering, like, what's your opinion on this?
Well, the whole point in a relationship and starting a relationship is to make the other person happy.
Is it?
So, well, yeah. I mean, he should have asked her what makes her more comfortable about the situation where her child should sit in the plane. So, if he's not willing to compromise, then she should run. That should be a red flag.
Well, the kid is 13. You don't think that's too old to have these type of problems about sitting alone?
I think it should be he should ask the question, not just dictate what was going to be done. If he cared about how she felt, then she wouldn't be asking this question. So my opinion that he doesn't care about her happiness.
Okay.
He just wants what he wants, and she should use, it should be a red flag for her.
Wow. Well, you are a mother, so, appreciate your opinion on this.
Yeah, it sounds like you're putting the child first and what the mom wants first, which I understand. But regardless of that aspect, do you think a kid can sit by himself in economy and the parents can sit in first class?
Absolutely, but it should be a conversation.
Okay.
I'm not saying a child should not have their independence, but he shouldn't dictate what that circumstance is. He should have a conversation and see what she wants and what the kid wants and compromise on that. If he's not willing to compromise, then he's not going to compromise on anything. So she should run.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for calling, Mom.
Yes.
All right, thanks for having me.
Love you. Talk to you later.
Love you too.
Bye.
All right. So, I still disagree. Fuck them kids.
I see where she's coming from, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you got two people that want to be in economy and he wants to be in business class, bite the bullet and just be in economy with them. Especially if you're trying to have a serious relationship and end up marrying this woman, and that's going to be your kid. That's your responsibility too.
I get it. I don't care. He needs to sit in economy and be grateful to be included. But yeah, man, we always love talking about flights and airlines. Like, there's one couple on an EasyJet flight.
I've never even heard of EasyJet before.
I have. It's one of those European shitty airlines,
like Ryanair or something like
that. Yeah, I think I've flown them before. Yeah. This flight was from England to Ibiza, so people were going to party. They're out, and some a newlywed couple, they started the party a little bit early, and they got caught smashing in the bathroom.
Ooh, did they now?
Passengers aboard a flight were left stunned when a couple was caught having sex inside a packed plane's toilet. As the flight attendant opened the door, passengers cheered and gasped. When the door opened, the couple seemed unfazed, continuing their mid-flight fun. Passengers aboard a flight were left...
Nah, that's a violation. As a flight attendant, what is the point of opening the door if you're just going to close it? But you just want everybody to see?
That's crazy. I couldn't believe that he opened up the door. I didn't it was a weird clip, but it seemed like the flight, they were all into it. They were like cheering him on.
And they didn't even lock the door. That's rule number one. You got to lock the door.
They must have really been loud for that to happen, like, honestly. But I mean, what did you make of this? Because they said they called the authorities. They didn't say if anyone got arrested. But yeah, I mean, they showed the video. Didn't seem like anyone was really disturbed. They were kind of cheering them on.
I don't know, man. I think that they've been caught, so just let them finish what they're doing. Like, honestly, if you go through the trouble to have sex on a commercial flight in that small ass bathroom, you deserve to just be left alone so you can get your business done. Unless somebody has to take a shit and they're going to leave diarrhea all down the plane like that other plane that got sent back from Barcelona.
Oh.
But
it's fucking Spain, Ibiza, Barcelona. Ugh.
Something weird going on. Glad we went last year instead of this year.
Yeah, what the hell? I don't know. This is weird. Honestly, those bathrooms are disgusting. Like airplane bathrooms.
I know.
Nasty.
Airplanes in general, any sort of public transportation is nasty. They don't clean that shit. They go in between flights for 15 minutes. You think they really do a cleaning on those planes? No.
Hell no. They give us fucking sanitizer wipes. Like, oh, clean your own seat. Like,
exactly.
What the hell?
Like, it's stupid shit. But I did see something about Japan having like the cleanest public transportation in the world. Just recently, they clean their trains like I think they said every 10 days, something like that, and they really like scrub them down and everything. It was pretty legit.
Nice. We need to do that to like the homeless people out here. Just like scrub them down every 10 days. Just hold them down. Like
you can't do that.
Free showers.
No, that's not how it's gonna end up. That's not how it's gonna end up.
They need to do something.
We fought for them to stop shooting us with water hoses. We can't do that to the homeless.
That's different now. Like,
is it?
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Eric Adams. You need to do something about these homeless people, and the rats. I know we have the rat czar. They're breaking down the outdoor dining shacks this winter, which makes me happy. But a lot more work needs to be done.
Are they going to put them back up next spring and summer, or are they just like taking them down finally forever?
They have to take them down in the winter months. They can only have them up in the spring and summer. So we'll see who puts them back up after that. But,
got it.
But yeah, I don't know. Like smashing on a plane is never ideal to me. I don't think I'll ever want to do it personally. No. Maybe when I was younger, I would have, seen the appeal in it. But now it's like, hell no.
Maybe if we're at the point where we got a PJ, then it's like, all right, sure, you can do whatever you want. But you got plenty of space then. You probably got a full pull-out bed on the couch or something versus like standing up. You've got 3 inches of movement, like, which is enough to get the job done, but not the best experience.
Hell no. Fuck that. I'm good off that. But I don't know. I'm just kind of skeeved out by airplane bathrooms. But hey, they had a great time, and I feel like they made the flight enjoyable for everyone, at least memorable. So shout out to them. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
all the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.